Hello guys, you alright? Redpill Phil. Hope you're liking and enjoying the videos. Big hi to all new subscribers and a big thank you to all old subscribers as well. And obviously a big mention to all those who pay into PayPal. Thank you very much for all your generous donations. Absolutely brilliant. It's through people like you, which I'm doing a video now to announce that I'm going to Rochdale. So it's people like you that make it happen, so thank you very much. Okay, Rochdale, 12th of April. I'm reading a news article here dated on the 3rd of July 2017, and it's from the Manchester Evening News. The headline reads, Timeline of how the Rochdale grooming scandal unfolded. Now, I did not read this at the time that it all came out. The first line of this made me want to basically do this video, but in this way, by reading this article. And it starts, police began to investigate child grooming in Rochdale almost by accident. The probe began after a local teenager was arrested for smashing up a cabinet at a Balti House takeaway in the summer of 2008. So it all started from, on the face of it, what would look like an angry girl just kicking off in a curry house. She's been pulled to one side. She's been interviewed in regards to that. And but in the custody suite, the vulnerable girl revealed how she was being systematically abused and raped by a group of men. She provided police with a detailed account of the abuse, as well as evidence including her underwear, which carried traces of one of the attacker's DNA. Two members of the gang ringleader Shabir Ahmed and Kabir Hassan, were arrested and released on bail. So these are the injustices that are systematically going on. So they've not identified that this girl was psychologically at a wit's end to the point where no one was listening, so maybe she didn't tell anyone, but she's kept it all bottled up to the point where she's going absolutely ballistic in this curry house. And then to compound it, when they actually bring two of the ringleaders in, they put them straight on bail. So I'm just saying, this attitude doesn't look good to the man on the street when he starts to find out about it. So these are injustices. Officers on the Rochdale division were under pressure at the time to hit volume crime targets, like bringing down the number of burglaries, and were overwhelmed by the sheer scale of the problem. Yeah, you're right there. More than that, the alleged abusers were Asian. I love the way they've done that. Asian men picking up vulnerable white girls. Well, I think you've castigated a lot of people in different continents there by saying that one word. I think you should be accurate, really. If there all tends to be one ethnicity, you direct that ethnicity, surely. If these men were black, you wouldn't just say they were African, would you? You'd, knowing that you've got Caribbean islands, you've got all kinds of islands all over that the indigenous population is black. So just to say that, well, the Africans, it's wrong to do that. So it's just as wrong for them to say that. But we know that. I mean, it gets boring kind of trying to explain this, but it took police 11 months to compile a file of evidence for the Crown prosecution after interviewing her on 4 separate occasions. On one of those interviews, a police officer can be heard yawning while repeatedly asking why she had put herself in such a vulnerable position. So it's her fault straight away, it's the usual story. And then in July 2009, an experienced CPS lawyer ruled the victim was not credible and decided that 2 of the men who raped her should be released without charge. So, and it goes on. Telford, Rochdale, you know, there's cities and towns that's probably still yet to be discovered that this is happening to. So Rochdale, D.F.L.A. are going to be doing a march up there. Apparently it's at the Asda, which is, I think, centrally located. I do believe it's going to be at 12 o'clock midday. I'm hoping there's going to be big numbers. There's going to be a few other guys that I know that's going to be there. Few other journalists running round. So the more exposure, the better. Each person carries their own different subbers, and they share. So it kind of interweaves with one another. The more people that cover it. So it's absolutely brilliant. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to chatting to lots of people. I'm looking forward to good weather. I'm looking forward to a good turnout. And overall, I'm looking forward to the message getting out to the wider public. Because this has to be spoke about. It's one of my bugbears, if anything. The fact that vulnerable children being exploited in any way, or killed, bombed, whatever, children are children. As George Benson said, I believe the children are our future. So with the world that we are creating and the world that's being created for the next generation, if we don't say anything, this will only continue. So I feel it my duty to speak up, and I'll speak up for whatever ethnicity is choosing to do something that is nefarious as this. So I ain't picking on one race, picking on an ideal that is nasty, that is anti-English. So I'll be there. Hope to see you down there, guys. Red Pill Phil in Rochdale, D.F.L.A, 12 o'clock. I'm not sure who's going to be speaking. It's just a case of get yourself down there. Fully supporting, fully behind it. So I can't wait for the event. And if you're not going, just check the channel out. At some point during the evening, there will be uploads of whatever footage I've managed to get from the day. And obviously, I'll try and do a final thought shortly after the event as well. So, nice one, guys. Thanks for listening. And Red Pill Phil, like and subscribe. I love you all, even the pissing haters. See you later.